Hello, guys. A very good morning to all of you. I hope I'm audible to you all. So, clearly give me a thumbs up if I'm clearly audible to you. Good morning, Ashutosh. Yes. Thank you so much for telling me. Okay, let's begin today's video. आज तो वैलेंटाइंस डे भी है. I think that's the effect that I'm seeing only 15 people watching me right now. Maybe the people have right now the people are right now sleeping. That's why they are not here. But in my opinion, it is the magic of Valentine's that the people are celebrating Valentine's. That's why they are not here. चलिए, कोई नहीं, हमें तो पढ़ाना है, हम पढ़ाएंगे. So today, guys, we are going to discuss the questions of the month of January. So this is the part 1, and in the evening, as usual, I will be bringing to you the part 2 at 5 p.m. So this is the announcement. So guys, अगर एक वैलेंटाइन खराब करके आप लोगों का एग्जाम निकल जाता है तो you can yourself imagine that for the rest of your life, all the Valentines you can celebrate with full enthusiasm and proud. So be there at 5 p.m. because I will definitely come. Okay, so let's begin with the first question. With which institution has Jharkhand signed an MOU to empower the state's forest economy? I'm fine, Anshu Tanwar. I'm really good. How are you all doing? Thank you so much, Keshav. Same to all of you. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. It is not that. Valentine's is the festival, or we can say the day of love, and love can happen to anything. You can also have a sincere love with your studies, with your goal, with your aspiration, with your parents, with your friends, with your sister, with your brother. So it is not just the romantic partner. Okay, usually what we do, we have just crammed our mind with all the shit that is there on the television or in the Bollywood, and that's why we think that only the romantic partner is the true love, and we always seek that. But we tend to ignore the true love that is surrounding us, that is our family, that is our goals, aspiration, ourselves. Okay, so love yourself, be your own Valentine today. Okay, good. Indian School of Business, Hyderabad is the right answer. Which of the following is not among the domestic systematically important insurers for the year 2021 to 2022? Now, the idea behind declaring certain insurance companies or banks as the domestic systematically important banks or insurers is to have a good amount of regulation or supervision on those banks and insurers, because they are too big to fail. If any one of these insurers or the banks fail, then the entire economy would enter into a vicious loop. So that is why IRDAI declares certain banks and certain insurance companies as the domestic systematically important insurers, and RBI declares banks as domestic systematically important banks. Now, guys, you have to also tell me the banks which have been declared as the DSSI for the year 2021 to 2022. Very good. ICICI is the right answer here. It is not a domestic systematically important insurer. However, all these three insurance companies are declared as DSSI by the IRDAI. Now, quickly tell me which banks have been categorized as the domestic systematically important banks for 2021 to 2022 by RBI. Very good. SBI, ICICI, and HDFC. I hope that you all have heard about the ABG Shipyard Limited's fraud of 22,000 crores. So, in that fraud, ICICI Bank has the major stake, approximately 7,000 crores. Also, SBI uh, is also going to bear a brunt from the 22,000 crore approximately of fraud. Okay, so that's the amount of fraud that this Shipyard Limited company has done, and both the domestic systematically important banks are under the we can say grasp of this fraud. So let's see what is going to happen, what would be the impact on the economy. However, these banks had already known this fact that the loan from this company would be a default, the repayment would be in default, therefore they had already started preparing the provisions. But let's see what the time has to say, what the economy has to has as reaction. So this is something that we need to see. Okay, moving ahead. Life Insurance Corporation of India has inaugurated its first LIC Digi Zone, which enables walk-in customers to avail services digitally in a self-service mode at its head office. Where is the head office located? So, head office of LIC. Where is it located, guys? ये तो बहुत ही इजी क्वेश्चन है. You all should be aware of the headquarters of RBI, SEBI, NABARD, LIC, IRDAI, PFRDA. So all these headquarters are provided to you in the static GK course. Very good. Mumbai is the headquarters. सेबी का हेडक्वार्टर्स कहाँ है गाइस? सेबी के लिए पढ़ रहे हो, सेबी का हेडक्वार्टर्स भी बता दो. Very good, Mumbai. Very good. Next question is in front of you guys. What is the maximum limit on per transaction under RBI's framework for small value offline transactions in the digital mode? Very good. Rupees 200 is the right answer. So, on one transaction, the maximum amount that you can spend via your small value offline transaction wallet is rupees 200, whereas the maximum amount that you can retain in your small value offline wallet is rupees 2000. Okay, so this is the maximum amount that you can put in the wallet at any point of time, and the amount cannot exceed rupees 2000, but per transaction it is rupees 200. Moving ahead, how many cryptocurrencies will be listed on India's first crypto index? So guys, if I tell you the name of this index, then you will definitely know that how many cryptocurrencies are being tracked by this index. Therefore, I'm restricting myself from telling you the name. I will tell you the name, but first you have to tell me the answer. So the right answer here is 15. A total of 15 cryptocurrencies will be tracked by this crypto index, and the name is IC15. Okay. As per the important question, as per the consumer protection jurisdiction of the district commission, the state commission, and the national commission rules 2021, National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission will now address the complaints for products worth the value of more than dash crores. Okay, so let me tell you that earlier 10 crores was the limit. So option D is eliminated for you all. Now from 10 crores, the limit has been declined for the National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. Good. 2 crores. Okay. So for the National Commission, it is 2 crores. For State Commission, it is 50 lakhs to 2 crores. And for the district commissions, the value of transactions that they would now address has been kept at up to rupees 50 lakhs. Okay. So these are the new limits that you need to remember from exam point of view. Where is the Cristiano Ronaldo's statue located in India? So, guys, here the right answer is Panji, Goa. In Goa, it is located. Can you tell me the nationality of this football player? Which country does Cristiano Ronaldo belong to? Panji, I can see, but very good. Niket Gamre. Portugal is the country of Cristiano Ronaldo. Guys, players or any kind of sports personality, if it is in the news, then you need to memorize the nationality of that person also from the exam point of view. Which state has launched a free mobile tablet scheme for students? Very good. All of you, very good, guys. Free mobile tablet scheme. So, guys, here the right answer is option B, Uttarakhand. Now, why do you think that Uttarakhand government is distributing the mobile tablets to the students in the state? Why are they doing this? What is the idea behind it? Very good, Niket. Goa freedom was in 1961. December 1961 is the Goa Liberation Day. Okay. Yesterday only we discussed that question. Guys, it is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand has launched this free mobile tablet scheme. Okay, I had asked you the reason why are they doing this? Why are they disbursing the free mobile tablets to the students? Tell me the answer. Type it until I till that time I read this question for you all. What is the GST rate on textiles? Sagar Das has written elections. Maybe, but the we can say the bookish reason or the reason that is there on the books or the very ideological reason behind launching the free mobile tablet scheme is to bridge the digital gap that is there between the students. Okay, because this digital gap is basically making or pushing the rural children or the children who do not have access to smartphones and digital technologies way behind than other students. Okay, so this would basically create a gap between the students, and this would further translate into more inequality within the state. Okay, when these children will grow up, they will grow up with less skills, and thus they would convert into a less paid job, and then the inequality between the upper middle class and or the rich people or the lower class people would get wider. Okay, so in order to address this kind of skill gap or the gap which is there in the state among the students who do not have access to the digital technologies, so in order to bridge that gap, the free mobile tablet scheme has been launched by Uttarakhand. Okay. यस अनुराधा मीना बिल्कुल सही. एजुकेशन भी पहुंच सके हर जगह, प्लस जो स्टूडेंट्स के पास अभी एक्सेस भी नहीं है उनको भी मिल सके. बिल्कुल सही कहा आप लोगों ने. यस 5%. They have decided to keep the GST rate on textiles 5%. When is the DRDO Foundation Day observed? So here guys, the right answer is January 1st. Who heads the Energy Transition Advisory Committee? What is the right answer, guys? So here the right answer is option D, Tarun Kapoor. Can you tell me which ministry has created this committee? Quickly tell me the name of the ministry that has formed this Energy Transition Advisory Committee, which is chaired by Tarun Kapoor. Okay, so it is Ministry of Petroleum and Natural gas. Who heads the task force on multi-platform for next generation networks formed by Department of Telecommunications to explore the feasibility of rolling out 6G in India? So, guys, here the right answer is option E, Bhaskar Ramamurthy, and he is the director of IIT Chennai. So, do remember this point. Okay. The first phase of the census 2021 and collection of details to update the National Population Register have been postponed at least till September 2022. According to the provisional data compiled by the RGI till June 2021, the number of census towns has increased from 3,892 in 2011 to dash in 2021. So, how many census towns were there as of June 2021? Tell me the right answer. Now, guys, the number of districts has also increased within the 10-year tenure, and it has increased to 736 as of June 2021. Now, as far as the census towns are concerned, 5050 is the right answer. Absolutely right, Porush Tiwari. Good. Prohibition of Child Marriage Amendment Bill is being examined by a parliamentary panel of 31 members. The panel is being led by the senior BJP leader Vinay Shahstrabuddhe. Name the only women member present in this panel. So, guys, this is the very, we can say, very famous bill, or the very crucial bill that vows for increasing the marriage age for girls from 18 to 21. Okay. So this is the bill, and it is right now being examined by the parliamentary panel headed by Vinay Sahasrabuddhe. Now, who is the only woman at this panel? It is no. It is Sushmita Dev. Okay. I knew that you all would get confused here, and my guess was absolutely right. It is Sushmita Dev. She is the only woman at this panel, whereas Jaya Jetli committee was formed by the Ministry of Women and Child Development in order to assess the impact of increasing the age of marriage for women from 18 to 2021. So, guys, Jaya Jetli is heading the committee which recommended increasing the age of marriage for women. Okay, whereas the only woman is Sushmita Dev in this parliamentary panel. So now I hope that you would remember it. Which of the following statement is correct about the National Air Sports Policy? So here you can take 2 to 3 more seconds to read the statements, and then you can answer me. Yes, yes. Okay, so all of you are mentioning option C, that it is the C which is the right answer. But no, guys, the correct statement is option A. It proposes a two-tier structure of governance for the air sports in India. Air Sports Federation of India will be established, and this would be the top notch agency that would regulate the air sports in India. And under it, it will create associations for each and every air sport, and these associations will regulate the specific sport. Okay, so this is the two tier structure that this national air sports policy recommends. Now, guys, why is this statement not true? Because the year that is mentioned here is not right. So, can you tell me what is the right year? एयर स्पोर्ट्स में इंडिया को हब तो बनाना है, दैट इज द विजन ऑफ दिस पॉलिसी, बट नॉट बाय 2025. विच इज द करेक्ट ईयर? टेल मी दैट. Yes, Anuradha, absolutely right. It is 2030. The purpose is to make India a hub of air sports by 2030, not by 2025. So, those who were saying this, that C was the right answer, no, C is not the right answer. A is the right answer. That is the two tier structure that this policy proposes. Moving ahead, where is the Major Dhyan Chand Sports University being developed? So, guys, it is being developed in Meerut. A very easy question, nothing to discuss, nothing to brainstorm. So, let's move ahead. With which bank has Pesa Bazaar partnered for launching the pre-qualified program for unsecured loans on its platform? So here you have another question. Tell me the right answer. Good morning, Gaurav. Good morning, everyone who are joining me right now. Good. Axis Bank is the right answer. What is the target of the central government to expand the share of the spot power market in the total electricity supply in the country by 2023 to 24 as per the draft National Electricity Policy? So, guys, what is the right answer? The right answer is 25%. What is the unemployment rate in India in the month of December 2021 as per the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy data? Since your exam is on Feb 20 and this data was released in January only, okay? Therefore, they can very well ask you related to this monthly data, question related to this monthly data. So, what is the right answer? So, guys, here the right answer is option A, 7.91. Jammu Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir is soon to become the first union territory in the country to have a district level good governance index. The index will assess the governance practices of districts in the UT based on 58 indicators divided in 10 sectors. How many districts are located in Jammu and Kashmir? So, guys, this is your question. Along with this, I am going to ask one more question regarding the district level good governance index only. And my question for you all is the agency which is extending the technical support to Jammu and Kashmir for developing its first of its kind district level good governance index. Tell me that. Very good. 20 districts are there. 20 is the right answer. Please tell me the answer of the question that I have added here. The agency that is extending the technical support to Jammu Kashmir for its district level good governance index. Very good. Center for Good Governance, Shwetank Patel. Very good, Shwetank. It is located in Hyderabad. Center for Good Governance, Hyderabad. It is going to provide the assistance. Moving ahead, what is the launch date of Krishna mission of ISRO? So, guys, let me tell you that with French space agency named as CNES, the ISRO has collaborated for its Krishna mission. What is the full form of Krishna? This is my second question for you all from this question only. The full form of Krishna. Do mention it along with the answer of this question. So guys, here the answer of this question is 2024. Krishna mission will be launched in 2024. So why is this mission being launched by ISRO? Basically, the purpose of launching Krishna mission is to measure the land surface temperature. Land surface temperature. Okay. It is not that there are not any satellites or any missions going on regarding the land surface temperature. It is the peculiarity of Krishna mission that it is going to measure the land surface temperature in a very quick manner, the frequency which is never seen before. Okay. So it is going to take one round of the earth, measure the land surface temperature, and quickly the time taken for completing the one round and then beginning the second round, that is reduced in this Krishna mission. That is the peculiarity of this mission. So guys, I have told you many facts related to it. Please tell me the full form of Krishna. Very good. Okay, Barkha Sharma has given the full form exactly. Thermal Infrared Imaging Satellite for High Resolution Natural Resource Assessment. Absolutely right, guys. Okay, Anuradha, you have also given the right full form. Good. Moving ahead, which of the following is the implementing agency of the NEET 3.2? Okay. So guys, NEET is basically the government, the Ministry of Education's initiative to have edtech companies on board, to have domestic as well as international edtech companies, and with the help of those edtech companies, education technology companies, the Ministry of Education aims to provide the technological solutions, aim to disseminate education by using technological solutions. So that is the idea of this NEET 3.0, which stands for National Education Alliance for Technology. So the name itself is telling you the purpose for which the NEET has been launched. So this is the third version of NEET. Now, yes, I have got the answers. AICTE is the implementing agency. Do not forget the full form, National Education Alliance for Technology. Which program has recently been launched by the Ministry of Ayush to serve healthy diet to ensure a healthy life? So guys, here Ayush Aadhaar is the right answer. Absolutely right, Kavish. Okay. So can you guys tell me that this Ayush Aadhaar is comprising of which dishes? Okay, how many dishes are there and what kind of dishes are there? Because let me inform you that only 4 dishes are included in the Ayush Aadhaar. So you have to name all the dishes that are a part of the Ayush Aadhaar, because this is a central initiative and they can very well ask you this question. Components of Ayush Aadhaar. And I have already told you that only 4 dishes are there. Yes, gajar ka halwa is a part of the meal. Absolutely right. One is a drink. One is the sweet. So sweet is mentioned here. Gajar ka halwa is there. Kokum drink is there. Bhajani vada is there. Poha is there. Very good. Okay. Vegetable poha is there. Anuradha Meena. Good. So, guys, you have to remember the dishes that are provided under this Ayush Ahar, and remember that this initiative has started at the ministry's canteen only, which is there in Delhi. What is the name of the quarterly newsletter of Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, recently launched by Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla? Very good, very good. Those who are mentioning the dishes, absolutely right, guys. So here, guys, Cyber Prabha is the name of the newsletter that is released by this Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. Which university has established first of its kind Kalpana Chawla Center for Research in Space Science and Technology? Very good. Chandigarh University is the right answer. So, Chandigarh University students are also developing a satellite which is named as Chandigarh University Satellite. Okay, CUSAT is the short form of the satellite that is being developed by the students and teachers of the Chandigarh University. And with this, Chandigarh, or basically Punjab, would become the first border state to have its own satellite developed by the students. Okay. When was the B9 group formed? So it was formed after the Crimean annexation by Russia. And right now, since it is at the doorstep of Ukraine and the threat of invasion of Ukraine is there looming over the people of Ukraine, that's why the B9 group has reacted on the situation, and that is why the B9 group is there in the news. And B stands for Bucharest, the place where this group was formed, and it is in Romania. Okay, so these are some of the facts that you should be aware of. So very good. 2015, guys, as I told you that after Crimean annexation, so it happened in 2014, so do not get confused. Okay, the year in which the B9 group was formed is 2015. Now, I haven't asked you the members of the B9 group, but it is your responsibility to remember all the 9 members that are part of the Bucharest 9 group, because there are only 9 members. So, they can very well ask you regarding the members of the B9 group. Moving ahead, as per RBI's balance of payments data, the current account deficit in July to September 2021 was dash. Guys, all these kinds of data that are related to quarter or the related to a month, these kinds of data are not very important unless they are released in a month prior to the examination date. Okay, so as you can see that we are covering January 2022, so in January these data have been released, therefore they can ask you such data. I have seen this trend in RBI examination also, so we need to prepare from all dimensions. So what is the right answer? The right answer is US dollar 9.6 billion. Which of the following company has India's first exchange traded fund based on the auto has launched? Basically, which of the following company has launched? This is a typing error, guys. So which of the following company has launched India's first exchange traded fund based on the auto and auto ancillary sectors? Okay, so the question of this the answer of this question I would like to hear from you all. So tell me the answer. Very good. ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. But not only this organization, along with it, another mutual fund organization has launched this India's first exchange traded fund. So basically, there are two organizations that have separately, okay, launched this first exchange traded fund on the auto sector, so automobile sector. So you have to name the other company. There is a tussle going on between these two companies regarding this first ETF on auto sector, and I have already got the answer from Gaurav. Very good. Nippon is another company that has launched this first ETF on auto sector. What is the maximum limit for insurers for issuing surety bonds? Okay. What is the maximum amount for which the surety bonds can be issued by the insurers in one cycle, in one financial year, basically? So, guys, regarding the surety bonds only, we have the IRDAI regulations that allowed a certain number of surety bonds that can be written by insurers. Okay, a certain we can say of IRDAI has fixed a number of types of surety bonds that can be issued by the insurers. So you have to tell me that how many types of surety bonds can be issued in India. This is your another question. 500 crores, not 1000. It's 500 crores. Okay, 500 crores is the limit for which the insurers can write the surety bonds. Now, how many types of surety bonds can be written in India? Recently, RBI and IRDAI has allowed these small merchants, okay, to write these surety bonds for their contracts, okay, for their obligations. So now small merchants will also have the access to the surety bonds, and this is the news of the February only. So they can very well ask you a question from the bonds. How many types of surety bonds can be issued in India? If you don't know the answer, guys, then do mention it that you don't know so that I can provide you with the answer. No, it is six. A total of six type of surety bonds can be written in India by insurers. Okay, so guys, you need to know this thing. When is the World Braille Day observed? So guys, what is the right answer here? The right answer is January 4. Moving ahead, Common Service Center, in collaboration with Ministry of Culture, will undertake the first ever cultural survey of India's villages through a mobile application. What is the title of the survey? So guys, here Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar is the right answer. Who is the author of Building Bridges, Shaping the Future book? So guys, here option E, Sachindanand Joshi and Vaibhav Dange, both of them have written this Building Bridges, Shaping the Future book. What is the venue of the 25th National Youth Festival? So let me tell you that this festival is celebrated on the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, or basically to observe his birthday only, we celebrate the National Youth Festival, and it was the 25th edition of the National Youth Festival. So guys, when do we celebrate Swami Vivekananda's birthday? What is the date? Do you know the date of National Youth Day? Because on the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, we celebrate the National Youth Day, and on this occasion only the National Youth Festival is also organized. Very good. 12 January is the date. Now, what is the theme for this year's National Youth Day? It is all in the mind. Okay, that is the theme of the National Youth Day 2022. Now, option A, Puducherry is the right answer. You must have heard a very famous lokokti in Hindi, man ke mane haar, man ke mane jeet. So it is all in the mind. If you have decided to do something, then you should give your 100% to achieve that. And believe me, guys, once you are determined from the mind, then your entire body work for that. Okay, so first you need to strengthen your determination, your willpower. Next is, recently a special postage stamp commemorating the 75th Platinum Jubilee year of CSIR National Physical Laboratory has been released by the Ministry of Science and Technology. At the CSIR NPL, that is National Physical Laboratory, LED photometry laboratory was established to develop energy efficient illumination technology. Where is the CSIR NPL located? The location. Okay, so it is located in New Delhi. And at this organization only, at its premise only, this premises only, the LED photometry laboratory has been established. Next question is, Union Minister of Power and New and Renewable Energy, Shri R.K. Singh, has inaugurated automatic generation control to achieve the ambitious target of 500 gigawatt non-fossil fuel-based generation capacity by 2030. At the inauguration ceremony, Shri R.K. Singh has released a report titled Assessment of Inertia in Indian Power System, which has been prepared by POSOCO in collaboration with which IIT? So here, what is the right answer, guys? Good. IIT Bombay is the right answer. Which company has commissioned the largest solar power project in India, which is owned and operated at a single location by any developer? So first of all, let's discuss about the location itself. So it is Bikaner in Rajasthan, where this power project has been established. Now, which company has done so? So, guys, the right answer is Azure Power, and the total power of this capacity of this power project is 600 megawatts. Okay, which has become the first LPG enabled smoke free state in the country. Okay, so this achievement has been achieved under two schemes. First is the Ujjwala scheme of the center, and second is the Grahini Suvidha Yojana of the state. So, which state is it? Can you now guess the state? So, guys, here the state is Himachal Pradesh, who has been appointed as the first female chairperson and managing director of Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. So, here the right answer is Alka Mittal, who has become the first woman of color to make the solo trip to the South Pole. So, she is basically Harpreet Chandi, and she is an Indian born British soldier, and she has become the first woman of color to make the solo trip to the South Pole. Which company has manufactured Omi Sure, an RT-PCR kit to detect Omicron variant of coronavirus? So, guys, what is the right answer here? The right answer is Tata Medical and Diagnostics. Which organization has partnered with United Nations World Food Programme for enhancing the effectiveness of Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman, PM Poshan, which is, guys, nothing but the renamed version of the midday meal scheme. Okay. Since this is in the news, I hope that you have already covered this scheme thoroughly. So, guys, here the Akshay Patra Foundation is the right answer. Which has become the 102nd signatory country of the International Solar Alliance. So here Antigua and Barbuda is the right answer. Now, world's longest metro line is in Shanghai province, China, with the opening of two driverless lines, line 14 and phase 1 of line 18. Shanghai has the largest metro network in the world with 508 metro stations. The city of Shanghai is China's most populous urban area and the world's most populous city. On which river's bank is the city located? So, guys, can you tell me the answer of this question? On which river's bank is Shanghai city located? Very good, Yangtze. Can you tell me where is the headquarters of Shanghai Cooperation Organization? The headquarters of SCO. Okay, in the meantime, let's move on to the next question. How many payment banks are the scheduled commercial banks in India? So, tell me the answer of this question as well. Till the time you give me the answer, I am going to mention all the payments bank that are there. Okay, so a lot of confusion is there in the answer of this question. But before telling you the right answer, I am going to give applaud to Shwetang Patel, who has mentioned the answer of Shanghai Cooperation Organization's headquarters. It is in Beijing, not Shanghai. So Anshu, Tanvar, Niket, you both have given the wrong answer. It is not in Shanghai. That's the paradox of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The organization's name itself mentions the place, but the ironically the headquarters is not in Shanghai. It is in Beijing. So I hope that since you have mentioned the wrong answer, now you would better remember the right answer. Beijing. Okay, that's why I always say mention your answers. Even if you mention the wrong answer, I will call out your name, and thus you will remember the answer very well. And if you want, I won't call out your name specifically. I just wanted to say that you will remember it better. Now, as far as the answer of this question is concerned, it is 4, not 3, not 2, not 1, whatever the answers you were mentioning. 4 is the right answer. Okay, so how many banks are there apart from these two banks, Geo and NSDL? All the 4 banks that are there, these are the scheduled commercial banks because they have been entered into the schedule second of the RBI Act of 1934. Okay, moving ahead. Who is the author of the Sahitya Academy Awards winning Things to Leave Behind novel? So, guys, here the right answer is option A. Namita Gokhale is the right answer. By which year is India expected to become the world's third largest ethanol consumer, preceded by US and Brazil? Consumer, not producer. Okay, tell me. Regarding ethanol, I'm going to ask you 2 to 3 questions, but first I want to hear the answer from you all regarding this question. So, what is the answer? What happened? Okay. 2026, absolutely right, by 2026. But which agency has forecasted or estimated this situation? It is International Energy Agency. So according to the data of IEA, India is going to become the world's third largest ethanol consumer, preceded by US and Brazil. Now tell me the targets related to ethanol blending. Okay, so, guys, this is, I would say, a really, really very easy and a common question that I have been asking you from every now and then. But what can I do? These are the targets of the government, and you all should be aware of the targets. Okay, one target I want to tell you: 10% by 2022. 10% ethanol blending in petrol by 2022. When are we going to have more ethanol blending in petrol? What is the next target? This is one milestone. What is the ultimate target? Very good. 20% up to 2025. But guys, you must have heard or read somewhere that news articles mention that India would start selling the the fuel that is mixed with ethanol, petrol mixed with ethanol, 20% ethanol by 2023. So what is this? Now, what is the right answer? What is the right target? So, guys, right target is this only, but this is also not wrong. What the government is planning to do, they are planning to sell the flexi fuel. Okay, flexi fuel is the fuel that is flexible in nature, including petrol and ethanol, hybrid fuel. Okay, so this flexi fuel that will have petrol and ethanol of ethanol blending of 20%. Okay, so this selling will start from 2023 only. Okay, selling of the fuel will start from 2023, and by 2025 the target is to have the fuel mixed with 20% ethanol across the country. So from covering the entire country is the target by 2025. And with 2023, what they are going to do, they are going to start selling. Okay, so I guess now this is clear to you. How much is the present non-fossil fuel based installed energy capacity of India? Basically, renewable energy capacity of India. How much is it? Because in 2022, the year in which we are right now, the target is 175 gigawatts. Now, guys, I have told you the cumulative target, okay, the 175 gigawatt target, but it has components like solar, wind, hydro, nuclear, etc. Okay, so renewable energy is a mix of all these components, and it is your responsibility to remember the targets for each one of these components. Okay, for 2022, basically for the this year, and for 2030 also. Now for 2030, the target is 500 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity. But how much is being developed in solar? What would be the target in wind? What would be the target in hydro? What would be the target in thermal or nuclear? So these are separate components, and I am leaving this homework for you all, that you would prepare this thing and prepare it, guys, thoroughly, because this can be asked. Yes, 157.32 gigawatt. That means we are approximately very near to our target of 175 gigawatts. Okay. Which state has launched Project Mission 100 of Vidya Jyoti School? Now, what is the purpose of this initiative? The purpose is to equip the schools with state of the art technologies. Anshu Tanwar, it has not been mentioned that 450 gigawatt by 2025 will be achieved or not. Okay, it is not mentioned anywhere by the government officials, so we cannot rely on this target. It is not a target. The targets I have already mentioned: by 2022 175, and by 2030 500 gigawatts. Okay. Panchamrit Anuradha is not a scheme but the targets announced by Prime Minister at COP26 of UNFCCC. So, among the Panchamrits, one target was to increase the renewable energy capacity to 500 gigawatts by 2030. That was one of the targets mentioned in the Panchamrit. I hope that you all have covered the Panchamrit thoroughly. Guys, again, I would say that Panchamrit is also really important. Tripura, good. Tripura is the right answer. Which state is running the student startup and innovation policy? Guys, let me tell you that the 2.0 version of the student startup and innovation policy was launched at the International Conference of academic institutions which was also held in the state? Okay, so now tell me what is the right answer. So, guys, it is Gujarat. Gujarat is implementing this student startup innovation policy, and Gujarat is only the state that organized the International Conference of Academic Institutions at its science city. Okay, so do remember this fact as well. Apart from this, all the questions that I have been covering in this video or in the series, guys, the questions and the perspective from which I am covering these questions is the revisional perspective. Okay, so I hope that you have already covered the questions, the related news thoroughly one time already. So now let's move on to the next question. Which district launched Nirvya Kadhi campaign to end child marriage? So here, guys, the right answer is option B, Ganjam, and this district is in Odisha. Where is India's first open rock museum located? So again, guys, it is the same place where India's first, or we can say international center for arbitration and mediation be developed. So it is Hyderabad. Okay, so we have two most important news from Hyderabad. One is the first of its kind site of open rock museum, and second is the international center for arbitration and mediation. Both of them are going to be established in Hyderabad only, and recently the Hyderabad based Indian School of Business is also there in the news for many reasons, including one of the reasons that we discussed in the beginning of this video only, the partnership with Jharkhand for uh, boosting the state's forest economy. So Hyderabad has remained in news for some or the other reason. Therefore, I would recommend you all to have 2 to 3 extra facts related to Hyderabad, okay, or Telangana, not exactly Hyderabad, because Hyderabad is a city. What can you have from Hyderabad? But the news related to Telangana, like the state bird, the state animal, so such kind of things you can yourself prepare. How many total wetlands were surveyed in the Asian Water Board survey? Yes, Anshu Tanwar, absolutely right. Anshu has made me remember that statue of inequality, that is the statue of Sri Ramanujacharya. So, the Bhakti saint, one of the Bhakti saints, it is also established in Hyderabad, and the height of the statue is 216 feet. Okay, so that is also important. Statue of equality, a very recent news. Very good. Center for Good Governance also. We just discussed regarding the district good governance index of Jammu and Kashmir. Center for Good Governance from Hyderabad only is providing the technical assistance. Very good, Anshu. So the right answer to this question is 7. 7 wetlands in the Delhi NCR region, okay, were assessed. Which ministry has launched the Veer Gatha project? So, guys, let me tell you that the Ministry of Defense, CBSE, and the My Government portal, all of these three organizations have partnered in this Veer Gatha project along with the ministry. That is the answer of this question. So which ministry is it? It is Ministry of Education. Obviously CBSE is there, so you can have a hint also. Ministry of Education. So all these four organizations have together launched this Veer Gatha project. The purpose of this project is to aware the school children about the people who have died for the nation. Okay, so the martyrs of the nation. Who heads the committee formed by the Ministry of Home Affairs to investigate the reasons for lapse in PM Modi's security in Punjab recently. So this was also in controversy in January, that Prime Minister Modi was not able to reach a certain place in Punjab where he was to address a convention, so a gathering. So because of which the security lapse of Prime Minister was there in the news. A committee was formed by the Ministry of Home Affairs for this particular reason. Tell me who heads this committee. So, guys, here Sudhir Kumar is the right answer. Sudhir Kumar Saxena is the full name of this person. Okay, he is heading this committee. Agriculture, Agricultural and Processed Food Export Development Authorities (ARM) VAEH aims to promote the exports from which region? So, guys, VAEH stands for Varanasi Agri Export Hub, and now the answer is very evident. So, the region is Purvanchal. So, exports from the Purvanchal region will be promoted by this regional, or we can say the arm of this APIDA, which is Varanasi Agri Export Hub. What is the venue of exercise Sea Dragon 2022? So here, guys, Anderson Air Force Base is the right answer. So it is in Guam. Guam is basically a special territory of US in the Pacific Ocean. Guam is located in Oceania. Okay, geographically in the Oceania continent, Guam is located. Now this exercise Sea Dragon included 7 countries. Okay, which 7 countries are these? Not seven, sorry. 4 Quad countries: US, Japan, Australia, India, Canada, and Japan. Sorry, and South Korea. Canada and South Korea. So 6 countries are there, and the US is seventh fleet. Okay, the part of the US Navy, the battalion of the US Navy, which is named as the Seventh Fleet, is leading this exercise Sea Dragon. Okay, so basically this exercise is being held in the Pacific Ocean only, at this Anderson Air Force Base in Guam. So these are the facts that you need to remember from this exercise. Remember the country which is leading the exercise, that is US. Which city will host the 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2022 to 2023? So, guys, what is the right answer? The right answer here is Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. Khelo India University game is going to be held in Bangalore. University. Let me mention it here separately. University game. Khelo India University game. Moving ahead, what is the theme of the National Science Day 2021? So, first, tell me the date of the Science Day. When do we celebrate National Science Day? So basically, the day is celebrated to celebrate the Raman effect that was found by an Indian scientist only, Indian mathematician, C.V. Raman only. Okay. Now tell me the date on which the National Science Day is observed. Very good, guys. It is February 28th. Now the theme was announced in January only, and I have got the answers from you. It is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for Sustainable Future. Who has been appointed as a chair of Counter-Terrorism Committee of United Nations Security Council? So guys, it is T.S. Murthy, India's permanent ambassador to the United Nations. T.S. Murthy, he has been appointed as a chair of the Counter-Terrorism Committee of UN Security Council. Where is the Koppal toy cluster located? Okay, do remember it is India's first and India's largest toy cluster that has been developed. So where is it located? Where is this Koppal place? So guys, it is in Karnataka. What is the GDP forecast for India for FY22 to 2023 by World Economic Outlook report of the World Bank? Good. 8.7% is the right answer. Which company has received the contract for the second phase of Passport Seva program? So basically, to digitalize and you make use of technology in providing the passports. So this program was launched by the Ministry of Civil Aviation in 2008. Okay, so you have to tell me that which organization is the implementing agency of this Passport Seva program, which was launched in 2008. So, guys, Ministry of External Affairs is the important ministry, is the ministry that had launched it, not the Civil Aviation Ministry. Good. Tata Consultancy Services is the right answer. India and Indonesia have announced to boost connectivity between Andaman and Nicobar and Aceh province of Indonesia. Which port of Indonesia will be developed under this collaboration? So guys, here the right answer is Sabang Port, and Sabang Port is located at a very strategic location at the Strait of Malacca. Okay. What is the venue of India's first multi-dimensional adventure sports expedition? So here guys, France is the venue. Now it was ended. Basically, the expedition has ended. Which state celebrate the Lusung festival? Lusung festival is also known as Namsung festival. So which state celebrates this festival? So guys, it is celebrated by Sikkim. Option B is the right answer. Which two northeastern states are being connected with the Jan Shatabdi Express? So here guys, option A, Tripura and Manipur. Both of these states are connected with the Jan Shatabdi Express. Guys, do pay attention to the railway projects that are connecting the northeastern regions, because connectivity in the northeastern region and connecting it to the mainland India, okay, that is one of the focuses of India, that has remained as one of the focuses of India for many years now, and now it is being done. The railways are reaching the northeastern states. It is not that it is being done right now, it was there, but what I'm saying here is that whatever is a new project, particularly in the northeast region, you need to have it with a really attentive eye. You need to look it at a very attentive eye. India has announced to start exports of mango and pomegranate to the US from January-February to boost India's exports of agri products. This is done under the framework agreement for implementing 2 versus 2 agri market access issues. Which two US products are allowed entry into the into the Indian market under this agreement? So guys, you can clearly see mango and pomegranate have got the entry into the US market, but there is a trick here, or I should say there is a what can we say, a paradox here, that it is mentioning 2 versus 2 agreement. Two products from India, two products from US would get the access to each other market, but recently pork of US Pork from US was also imported in India. Okay, so pork products have also been given the approval in the Indian market, along with the two products that are there in the question. Okay, so guys, the two products are cherries and alfalfa hay. So along with cherries, alfalfa hay, pork from the US has also got the access in Indian market under this 2 versus 2 agree market access agreement only, which was signed in November 2021. Okay, so please pay attention to these products that have been allowed entry in India. At which institute has IRDAI established its motor insurance hub? Okay, along with this, property insurance hub was also established by IRDAI, and I am going to ask you the institution at which the property insurance hub has been established by IRDAI. Both the questions are for you in front of you. Tell me the right answer. What is the right answer, guys? Very good. Institute of Insurance and Risk Management is the answer for the Motor Insurance Hub. What is the answer for the Property Insurance Hub? Very good. National Insurance Academy is the answer of the Property Insurance Hub. What is the new limit for banks set by RBI for maintaining the liquidity coverage ratio on deposits and other extension of funds received from the non-financial small business customers? Now it has been increased to 7.5 crores. When was the One Nation One Standard? It was launched by Bureau of Indian Standards, and it was launched in the year 2019 in order to bring uniformity in the standard measures. Okay, in different kinds of unit that are used to provide the standard for a product. Where is India's first heli hub with all aviation facilities located? India's first heli hub. So basically, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has announced to create 220 airports in the next 3 to 5 years, and two heli hubs would also be there. So one has already been established. Where is it? It is in Gurugram, Haryana. Very good. Which of the following statement is correct about the new fintech department of RBI? Do read the points carefully and tell me the right answer. Good. Option D is correct regarding the new fintech department that RBI has created, that is to regulate the fintech innovations and facilitate international coordination on fintech, as well as innovate and identify challenges and opportunities that arise in the fintech sector. Guys, sunrise opportunities. Okay, so this was one of the pillars that were mentioned in the budget only. Okay, inclusive growth was there, reducing the inequality was there, and also to have benefit from the sunrise opportunities. What is sunrise? The state of the art technologies or the emerging technologies that are there. Okay, why am I telling you this? Let me tell you the reason also. First, let me write it. Okay, so the emerging technologies like AI, MI, or virtual reality, all of these technologies will be availed by the government for the benefit of the people. That is meant by the sunrise opportunity that was mentioned as one of the pillars in the budget for the next 25 years. That is the Amrit Kal, right? I hope that you all have covered the budget. Now, in relation to the new technologies that the fintech department of RBI wants to avail. Okay, the term sunrise opportunity is important because in the overall, if we want to say it, if we want to see it in the overall scheme, then the government not only working solely for gaining the benefit from the sunrise opportunities, RBI is also looking for gaining the benefit from the new technologies. Now basically, why did I mention it here? Because I wanted to make this point that sunrise opportunities is the new focus of the government. Now RBI is also following the footsteps. Okay, so you need to know this fact also from the exam point of view. Moving ahead, which year has been designated as a year of unicorn? So I had discussed this question yesterday only, 2021, because many unicorns are there. According to the Harun India's global unicorn index, how many unicorns are there in India? Tell me the answer. Gaurav, it is an internal department of RBI. So, first of all, it was not mentioned anywhere where who is going to head this internal department of RBI. First, and secondly, these internal departments are not very important. They are very common for an organization to create. Okay, RBI is also an organization that is creating another department for making the process easy. So, you need not to know the head of the fintech department of RBI because it is an internal department. But even if you want to know, I will search it and then provide you with the answer in the PDF itself. Okay, I will mention it in the PDF itself and upload the PDF on the Telegram channel. 54 unicorns, absolutely right, according to the index. What would be the growth rate of manufacturing sector in FY22 as per NSO's first advance estimate of national income for 2021 to 2022? Yes, India is third in terms of unicorn startups in the world, as well as overall startups. So, guys, here the right answer is 12.5%. What is the venue of first World Deaf T20 Cricket Championship? So, guys, it is Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Which state is running Project Parvarish? So here, guys, the right answer is Assam. And for this Project Parvarish only, Scotch Award was given to Assam. Okay, in Assam's Kachar district, basically this project is being run to tackle the problem of malnutrition in the district, and for its effort in tackling the malnutrition in this particular district, Assam has got this Scotch Award. Okay. Which state has won the Village of the Year at the fifth edition of the International Craft Awards? So here, guys, Kerala is the right answer again. Who has been appointed as a vice president of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank? Good. Urjit Patel, the former governor of RBI. What is the limit of transactions per customer in the Aadhaar enabled payment services in a month? Okay. How many transactions can a person do by using the Aadhaar enabled payment services? 5, absolutely right. So, in one transaction, what is the maximum limit? What is the maximum limit for conducting one cash withdrawal transaction at the micro ATM of Aadhaar enabled payment systems? At the micro ATM through the Aadhaar enabled payment service, payment system. 5 transactions in a month are allowed? Absolutely right. Please tell me the maximum limit per transaction for cash withdrawal. Very good, Gaurav. 10,000. So in a month, how much a person can withdraw? 50,000. Okay, so this is the monthly limit, and per transaction limit is 10,000. But before moving to this question, also tell me which organization has set this limit? Who has set this limit? This is my question for you all. Tell me that. Yes, Gaurav, mini statement is also 5, but that is the minimum number. Okay, 5 times. Mini statement have can be uh, can be released by the micro ATM for the people. Very good. NPCI. So do remember it is NPCI, not RBI. How many countries have joined the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, that is NPT? So this is the treaty. Tell me. So here guys, 191 is the right answer. So India is not a part of this treaty because this bans the use of nuclear weapons, and also testing of nuclear weapons is also banned. Okay. How much FDI is the government planning to allow in the Life Insurance Corporation of India? Very good, Anshu Tanwar. So the head of the NPCI is Dilip Asbe and the headquarters is in Mumbai. Good. In this manner, you have to cover the current affairs. Okay, not only cover the news that is in front of you, you have to take a multi-dimensional approach and cover the other facts related to the organization also, or the news itself. Okay, good. So guys, here the right answer is 20. And Gaurav, so 191 countries have joined the NPT, but why is it not in force? Because the 9 nuclear power nations, out of these 9, four have joined, four have already joined this NPT, but the other countries are not joining this NPT, including India and Pakistan. Also, North Korea is not joining this. Basically, it had joined, but then withdrew from the NPT. Moving ahead to the next question. Uh, Pterocarpus centellinus is endemic to which country? पहले तो नाम ही इतना डिफिकल्ट है इसका. Let's see how many of you remember that this Pterocarpus centellinus is basically the scientific name of which species? Okay, is it a fauna species or is it a flora species? Good. India. Which state of India? Can you guys tell me that? Which state of India is this Pterocarpus centellinus endemic to? And it is nothing but the red sandalwood. Only found in one state. Okay. In the Eastern Ghats. Let me also tell you that. Andhra Pradesh. Now I have got the right answer from who is the first person? It is Anuradha. Very good, Anuradha. And all of you who are mentioning Andhra Pradesh, you guys are absolutely right. Andhra Pradesh is the state uh, which has red sandalwood. Which of the following startup has been launched by the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh to scale up this technology to help achieve India's ambitious target of providing clean drinking water to all by 2024? So guys, basically a new startup was formed, and the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh had launched that startup, or we can say the ribbon cutting thing was happened by the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh. So here the right answer is Swajal Water. So this is the startup that has been started, and the purpose of this startup is to develop technologies for purifying the water, to make the water drinkable, and at the same time for conserving the water. Which state and UT has launched Nirmay project? So guys, one Nirmay scheme is related to Gujarat, where the people above 30 will be screened for non-communicable diseases. This is another project, another Nirmay project. Now tell which state has launched this Nirmay project. Good. It is Assam. Now, what is the purpose of this Nirmay project? The purpose is to basically onboard the existing facilities, healthcare facilities on the digital platform. Okay? To digitalize the healthcare ecosystem of the state of Assam. That is the purpose of this Nirmay project. And the Nirmay scheme of Gujarat aims to screen the people for non-communicable diseases. Okay. So these are the two different schemes, but with the same name. So I hope that now you can easily remember the demarcation between these two things. Okay. Which gas is responsible for the ever-raging fire of the Darwaza gas crater? First of all, this is known as the gateway to hell on Earth. So where is it located? In which country is this Darwaza gas crater located? Very good, Anshu Tanva. So, what Anshu has mentioned here, that a Vaibhav Award was given to Ratan Tata, and this award is given for his welfare work, because he is a philanthropist, and because of his philanthropy, he has been given this Assam Vaibhav Award by the Assam government. Yes, for his work in the cancer field and the related philanthropist work, not misanthropist. Yes, guys, methane is the right answer, but in which country is this crater located? Turkmenistan. Very good. In Turkmenistan, it is located, and the fire has been raging for more than 5 decades now. So methane is the reason. Basically, the natural gas is there. The crater is full of the natural gas, and the 90% of the natural gas is made up of methane. That's why the major gas responsible for this fire in the Darwaza gas crater is methane. And guys, because this is in the news, this question can be framed out of this news. Who has been appointed as the Secretary General of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC? Along with the Secretary General, tell me the number of countries that are members of OPEC. Only the oil exporting countries, majorly located in Middle East and Africa, they are the members of OPEC. Tell me the total number of countries. No. That is OECD, where 38 countries are members. It is OPEC. OECD is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and it is OPEC, which includes 13 member nations. Okay. So now how can you memorize difference between OPEC and OECD. OPEC is the countries of petrol, and OECD are the developed countries. Okay, so I hope now it will be a bit easier for you to remember the difference between OPEC and OECD when it is written in the acronym version. Okay, abbreviations may I can understand, you get confused, but examiner would not understand this thing. Okay, he will deduct your marks. So here you have to put in a little effort and memorize this thing in this manner. It's okay, but I hope that now you won't get confused. Now guys, coming back to this question, please tell me the person who has been appointed as the Secretary General of OPEC. No, Sagar, not 15, 13 members are there, and it is confirmed from the website of OPEC only. So you can go to the OPEC website and have a look at the number of members and the names of the countries as well. Okay, so none of you know the answer of this question, guys. कुछ तो बताओ. Okay, a hint, the person belongs to Kuwait. Very good. Hatham Al Ghais from Kuwait. दोनों चीजें याद रखनी है, नाम प्लस कंट्री. Who is the new director of IIT Madras? So guys, here option B, Lakshmidhar Bahera is the right answer, not Behra. Next question is, who has been appointed as a new chief economist of IMF? This question, guys, I had asked you yesterday only. So Pierre Olivier is the right answer. Do remember his full name. Who has been appointed as a chairman of Indian Council of Historical Research? So here, what is the right answer? Why did you do so, Gaurav? Why did you skip the IITs? Guys, please pay attention to this fact that every fact that is mentioned in the Spotlight magazine is provided there after I go through the magazine 2 to 3 times. Okay, I try to compress the magazine and remove the unnecessary news from the compilation of the monthly docs, as you can say. Okay, so if I have put something there in the Spotlight magazine, so I expect you all to consider it as important from your exam point of view and then cover it. Okay, don't skip such thing. I have mentioned all the directors of the 4 IITs that have got appointed recently because it is the news in January and they can very well ask you this question in the examination. So don't do this thing again and again. Don't skip any news that is mentioned in the Spotlight, because again I would say I just go through the news many times. I go through the magazine and then I provide you with the final version of the magazine. No, it is not that. How many? It is just 4. Only 4 IITs have got the new directors. Why can't they ask you this question? And now understand the mindset of the examiner also, because they have got exhausted after asking so many obvious questions from you all, because obvious questions तो सबको आते हैं, वो सभी clear कर लेते हैं exam. Now what the examiners are doing, they are going into the depth. They are asking insignificant or minor informations that may skip your eyes, like this thing. Okay, so now I hope you all who all are watching me right now, you all would consider Spotlight important and do cover the news that is mentioned there. Okay, every news that is mentioned in the Spotlight is important. यार अब ऐसे हर एक कंपनी का आप याद नहीं रख सकते. ब्रिटानिया ने वरुण बेरी को हायर किया एज दी हेड. यू कैन नॉट मेमोराइज फॉर ईच एंड एवरी कंपनी. ओके, बट IITs यार, दे आर द इंस्टीट्यूशंस ऑफ नेशनल इंपॉर्टेंस, ऑल द IITs. ओके, so IITs and Britannia, these both institutions cannot be compared together. Okay, sorry, it was my mistake. It is option, कहाँ गया, हाँ, IIT Madras का is option A, V Kamokti, and not Lakshmidhar Behera. Okay, Yes, you are absolutely right. Shubha, good for pointing it out. Chaliye, let's come back to the question. Raghuvendra Tanwar is the right answer. How much stake central government owns in the Vodafone Idea Limited? Now, because of the loan that the Vodafone has, now the news. What is the news basically? The news is that the Vodafone has offered the government to convert its debt into equity. So now the government owns equity in Vodafone Limited, and how much stake does the government own? That is the question for you all. Karra, I'm talking about the Spotlight magazine, the the monthly current affairs magazine. Yes, 36% stake. What is the upper age limit for Odisha PCS for unreserved category? Very good, 38 years. Which two new countries have allowed a visa free entry to the Indian passport holders as per the Henley Passport Index 2022? So, guys, here the right answer is option A, Oman and Armenia. These two countries have allowed the visa free entry to India, and with the addition of these two countries, now total 60 countries allow Indian passport holders to have a visa free entry or visa on arrival facility in these 60 countries. Tell me the ranking of India in this Henley Passport Index 2022. And Japan and Singapore, as usually, are having the first position with approximately 190, above 190 countries offering them the visa free or visa on arrival facility. Ranking of India, guys, quickly tell me. 83rd. 83rd is the ranking of India. Now, I have got one answer, or I should say, it was the one doubt of yours. Let me clarify it, Gaurav. 58th is not the rank. 58 is the number of countries that allow India, that had allowed India a visa free and visa on arrival facility. Now that number has increased to 60 with the advent of Oman and Armenia on this facility. Okay, they have also allowed India the visa free entry or the visa on arrival facility. Now, as far as the ranking is concerned, it is 83rd. Now, this is the difference between the score and the rank. So, this is, guys, the score of India. ओके, स्कोर कह लो या डेस्टिनेशंस कह लो, कंट्रीज कह लो, कुछ भी कह लो, बट इट इज स्कोर एंड 83 इज द रैंक. नाउ आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू वोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड हियर. जब भी स्कोर और रैंकिंग हो, स्पेसिफिकली उसको 2-3 बार पढ़ा करो, ठीक है, स्पेशली इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंडिया, सो दैट यू वोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड नेक्स्ट टाइम. बिकॉज अभी तो ठीक है, बट अगर एग्जाम में ये गड़बड़ हो गई तो इट वुड बी अ रियली heinous crime for you all, because it will deduct 1 marks of yours, and even 1 marks matters, and here negative marking is also there, so 1.25 marks would be deducted. So ऐसा गलत काम मत करो, ठीक है. It's okay, you don't have to apologize. And I'm glad that you mentioned this thing, because now you mentioned this thing, I was able to clarify this to all of my students who are watching me right now. Okay, तो अगर किसी और के दिमाग में ऐसा डाउट आ रहा होगा तो उनका भी क्लैरिफाई हो गया with you when you asked this point. Okay, when you mentioned it, so you don't have to apologize for this, but please remember this thing for the next time. Okay, So the global economy is expected to be dash percent smaller by 2024 than it would have been without the pandemic, as per the 17th edition of the Global Risk Report 2022. 2.3%. With which Indian company has Nepal Power Exchange Limited signed a trading agreement to sell electricity by it to India? So here Manikaran Power Limited is the right answer. Whose autobiography is titled as Indomitable? Arundhati Bhattacharya is the right answer. Which country does cricketer Chris Morris belong to? Yes, absolutely. So those who are watching the revision sessions, you guys are on the safer side, I should say. So, guys, what is the country of Chris Morris? It is Sri Lanka, South Africa. Sorry, not Sri Lanka. Sorry, South Africa is the right answer. Option E is the right answer. Keshav Maheshwari. The one answer to your question is that you have to do multiple revisions. That is the only thing that can help you in retaining these questions many times. Plus, you can use concepts, you can understand the concept, and it will work for your projects that the central government launches, or the state schemes that the government launches. So for example, if I take the example of Nirmay only, okay, which has been launched by the Assam government and the Gujarat government both. Now if you won't understand the concept of these two news, you will get confused first of the first thing. And second thing is that if you understand the concept behind these two things, these two schemes, then it will help you in retaining the news for a longer period of time. Second trick that you can use is visualization. Okay. uh, it can also help you understand the news and retain it for a longer period of time. Third point, or the third tool that you can use to retain the facts from spotlight better, is the fact sheet. Okay, create your own fact sheet where you will have the very numerical quantitative facts written in a very concise manner, so that you can have a glimpse of the sheet again and again. Put the sheet in front of you or on your study table, and then have a revision of the fact sheet again and again. This will also help you. Then uh, revision. Okay, daily videos are also there, daily documents are also provided to you all. So daily PDFs are provided, PDFs of the PPT. So we are doing so much, and these are the techniques that you can use to retain the current affairs for a longer period of time. Okay, moving ahead, we have the next question. ICMRs, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, Dr. Subhash Mukherjee 2022 award winner, Dr. Satish Adiga, is the specialist in which medical field? Anshu Tanwar, I had mentioned you some of the tricks that you can use. Revision तो आप करेंगे ही. That is the one given condition that you need to do, you need to fulfill. But how can you make it interesting for you? Because GK में I have seen the attitude of students कि GK है, बेकार है, इतने facts हैं कि याद ही नहीं होता. This attitude makes it more difficult. Okay, so understand the concept behind the news, and you can do it very well for the news from national news section till your banking news section. Okay, banking और GDP तक आप ये कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि कोई भी इनिशिएटिव हो, चाहे वो सरकार ले रही है, चाहे वो RBI ले रही है, चाहे वो IRDAI ले रही है, या फिर कोई और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ले रही है, कोई किसी ना किसी पर्पस के साथ तो ले ही रहे हैं ना वो. बट अगर वो आप पर्पस समझ जाओगे, उसके पीछे का क्या मोटिव है वो समझ जाओगे, उसको विजुअलाइज कर लोगे, उसका इम्पैक्ट, और उसमें कौन कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सहायक हो सकती हैं, ये सारी चीजें जब आप विजुअलाइज करोगे, जब आप ये चीज अंडरस्टैंड करोगे कि क्या उसका इम्पैक्ट होगा सोसाइटी पे, उससे क्या क्या चीजें निकलेंगी, उससे क्या क्या एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी और क्या क्या सोशल एम्पावरमेंट होगी, देन इट विल हेल्प यू इन रिटेनिंग द न्यूज better. Okay, so from national news you have national, state, defense, memorandum of understanding, agriculture, international news, reports and indices, banking. Reports and indices वाला section सबसे बड़ा होता है. I understand and I know that, but understand the crux of the report, because reports are really interesting, and personally I like the report and indices section most from any other section of the Spotlight magazine, because in reports you get to understand the insight of the other organization, the insight of the experts that are sitting at the very prominent organizations, and if they are saying something regarding the climate change or regarding the economy, then it is really an opportunity for all of us to get to know their point of view. So try to adopt the measures that I have provided you above. ठीक है, like visualization, like the concept, like the fact sheet. Fact के लिए तो आपको fact sheet रखनी ही पड़ेगी, otherwise it won't be easier for you to memorize 6 months facts. Okay, ओके वो भी फैक्ट्स जो चेंज ही होते रहते हैं. ओके इतने डिफिकल्ट फैक्ट्स होते हैं, लाइक योर आउटले ऑफ द स्कीम्स. देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ स्कीम्स, देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ प्रोविजंस अंडर द स्कीम्स, एन नंबर ऑफ incentives. If you talk about the PLI schemes, how will you remember the range of the incentives that is given for one PLI and for other PLI? So for that, prepare the fact sheet on your own. Okay, no one can do this for you, because हर बंदे का अपना अलग स्टाइल होता है पढ़ने का. ओके, वी कैन नॉट प्रिपेयर द फैक्ट शीट फॉर यू ऑल, क्योंकि सबका अलग तरीका है, सबका अलग वे है समझने का चीज़ें. तो ये फैक्ट शीट तैयार करो, छोटे छोटे नोट्स अपने खुद बनाओ. यू विल इजिली बी एबल टू रिमेंबर एंड मेमोराइज द करंट अफेयर्स फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. ओके, IVF, very good. In vitro fertilization. Who has been appointed as a CEO of Adani Power? Guys, we are on the 98th question, so we have 23 to 25 questions more. Now I promise I won't waste any time in any kind of other discussion. I will quickly cover the questions. Okay, so here Sher Singh B. Khalia is the right answer. Who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Renew by an online insurance platform? So here guys, Rajkumar Rao is the right person, and all the queries related to the PDF, I will resolve it at the end of the session. What is the GDP forecast for India for 2021 for Citigroup Inc? Basically by Citigroup Inc. So guys, it is 9%. Which company has received the contract for supplying single-shot anti-armor weapon 84 to Indian Army and Indian Air Force? SAB is the right answer. It's a Swedish company, SAB. It is going to supply this weapon to Indian Army and Indian Air Force. How many companies' stocks will be assessed in the Nifty Mid-Cap Select Index? So guys, here 25 is the right answer. Who is the present chairperson of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India? An important appointment it is. So who is the present chairperson of IBBI? It is Navrang Saini. Option B is the right answer. Which Indian airport has been ranked among the top 10 large international airports in the world that has been recognized as the on-time performing airport? So which airport is it? It is Chennai International Airport. Okay, so Gaurav Tekchandani, you are absolutely right, guys. Listen to me carefully. Navrang Saini was given the additional charge of the chairmanship of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India in the month of January 2021. But in February only, right now, 1 week ago, Ravi Mittal was appointed as the chairman of IBBI. Thanks for remembering me, Gaurav. So guys, Ravi Mittal is now the right answer. Do remember Ravi Mittal, the chairperson of IBBI. Okay. So here Chennai International Airport is the right answer. Moving ahead, which bank has been ranked as the best private bank in India at the Global Private Banking Awards 2021? So guys, here the right answer is option A, HDFC Bank. Moving ahead to the next question. Who is the author of Ratan and Tata, the authorized biography? Who has written the biography of Ratan Tata? So guys, here the right answer is option D, Thomas Matthew. Who has won the Genesis Prize 2022, also known as the Nobel Prize of the Jews? So who has won this award this year? It is Albert Bourla, who has been appointed as the 17th chairman of Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative. Dilip Sanghani is the right answer. Who has been appointed as the president of European Parliament? Robert Metsola is the right answer. Roberta Metsola. Can you guys tell me the country from which she belongs to? Roberta Metsola belongs to which country? Recently appointed as the president of European Parliament. So guys, she belongs to Malta. Also remember, recently Malta has legalized the personal and commercial use of cannabis. So it became the first country in the European Union to legalize the use of cannabis for domestic and commercial purposes. When was the National Commission for Safai Karamcharis established? Quickly tell me, Safai Karamcharis National Commission was established when? Very good. 1993 is the right answer with the Act of National Commission for Safai Karamcharis, Act of 1993. Thus, it is a statutory body. Now, guys, why is it in the news? Because it has got the extension of 3 years. Earlier, the term of this commission was to end on 31st March 2022. Now, it has got the extension by the Union Cabinet for 3 more years. Which country has with which country has India recently launched negotiations on free trade agreement? It is UK. An easy question. Okay, with UAE also, uh, India is having the negotiations on free trade agreement, and with Israel the intent is that we are going to launch the free trade agreement. Okay, so again, UAE and Israel are being targeted for the free trade agreement negotiations. And do remember, UAE, Israel, US and India, both of them have created the Western Code. So these are the 4 countries of West Code, and the basic purpose of creating the West Code is to boost trade. So they are doing the same thing. India is launching the negotiations for free trade with UAE and Israel. So they are under negotiations. Which department of the center has launched Mission Amanat? So it is clearly Indian Railways. Okay, the lost belongings of the passengers is tracked by Indian Railways and then it is provided back to the passengers. What is the validity of the accreditation certificate under the SEBI's framework on accredited investors? So guys, 1 year, absolutely right. 1 year is the validity of the accreditation certification. But I have one question for you. Can any security agency issue the accreditation certification? This is my question for you all. Which agency can issue the accreditation certification to investor? Quickly, now we are at the we can say cusp of ending this session. Please tell me the answer of the question that I've asked you so that we can move on to the next question. which agency issues or which agency can issue the accreditation certificate to investor? Guys, it is 1 year. Okay, the ones that are authorized by SEBI, but is there any specific name given to such agencies that issue the accreditation certification? Yes, Gaurav, you're absolutely right. So the perfect answer that I was looking for has been given by Gaurav Tekchandanigal. So the agencies that are registered as accredited agencies with SEBI can only issue the accreditation certification to investors, which is basically a quality approving certificate for the investors. Okay. So one more question that I want to ask from this only, and then I will surely move on to the next question. So bear with me, be a little patient. What is the criteria for giving the accreditation certificate to the investors in India? Criteria for acknowledging investors as accredited investors in India. Surely, I'm going to move to the next question. After this question, I'm not going to ask any more questions from this news only. But first, you have to tell me the criteria for investors to get the accreditation certificate. And remember, I'm talking about the criteria that is applicable in India. Yes, 1 year is for investor and 3 year is for the agency. But this 3 year tenure is for the CDSL Ventures Limited's accreditation agency. Okay, particularly agency के लिए किया है ये. There is no mention of the tenure of an accreditation agency as of now. Okay, so net worth and income, both of them are the criterias. Now guys, how much is the net worth required and how much is the income required, that you have to clarify from the PDF of the RBI 247. Okay, in the RBI 247 PDF it is covered, and in Spotlight also I have provided you with the exact details. Okay, but as far as the conceptual understanding in relation to the accreditation certification is concerned, you need to know net worth and income criterias are judged to give the certification to any investor, and this certification basically gives them a leeway to for certain regulatory requirements uh, from complying such regulatory requirements. No, Aryan, it won't be enough. Again, I would say 6 months GK and static तो आपको पूरा ही करना है. That is provided. Okay, you can't skip anything and expect yourself to get more than 50% marks in the examination. That is not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to show you the clear picture here. Okay, so as per the okay, what is the overall disposal rate of complaints by the Ombudsman in India as per the RBI's annual report on Ombudsman? So, guys, overall disposal rate is 96.59%. 22.27% is the increment in complaints. So, the number of complaints have increased by 22.27%. Since, guys, January is of utmost importance, that's why I'm taking time to explain certain news. Okay, so you have to bear with me a little bit, and I'm definitely going to end the session in 15 to 20 minutes more. So, next question is, what is the GDP forecast for 2022 to 2023 for India as per the World Economic Situation and Prospects 2022 report? So guys, here the right answer is 6.7%. For FY23, okay, FY21, let me mention 9%. For FY22, it is 6.7%. For FY23, it is 6.1%. Okay, mentioned by this United Nations report. Moving ahead, S. Somnath has assumed the charge as the Secretary of as the Secretary of Department of Space and Chairman of Space Commission. Prior to joining ISRO, he served as the director of which organization? Tell me the answer. Definitely, I'm going to do that. GDP की मिल जाएगा आपको डॉक्यूमेंट. ओके. Yes, absolutely right. Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. So he served as the director of this organization before joining in as the chairman of ISRO. Which of the following organization has developed Fetal Light, an AI-powered fetal heart rate monitor for mothers in labor? So guys, here in Excel is the right answer. This startup has developed this. Which sport is Tasneem Mir located to? So guys, she belongs to badminton, and right now why is she in the news? Because in the badminton world ranking, women's singles under 19 ranking, she has ranked at the first position. That is why she is in the news. She became the first Indian to be at the world's number one position in the under 19 category of badminton women's singles ranking. Which country does Clive Lloyd belongs to? Along with the country, please mention the sport also. So, guys, he is a West Indies cricketer, and recently he received the knighthood from UK. Okay, so that is why he was in the news. Which city has KVIC launched India's first mobile honey processing van? In which city is this first mobile honey processing van launched? गाजियाबाद. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. गाजियाबाद में लॉन्च की गई है ये first of its kind mobile honey processing van. So guys, here towards the end of this session, what I have, or what the very famous teacher of India, the most famous or the most intellectual teacher of India, Chanakya, has to say for you, say to all of you: once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. So guys, on this note, I am going to say, whatever your goal is, whatever the work you have chosen for yourself, stick to it. Okay, don't just abandon it just because you're not able to succeed in it. Try hard. Okay, try and you will definitely succeed. Okay, even if you are not comfortable in the work, or if you do not like that work, that's another matter. Okay, for that you can leave that thing, or that work, or that study, or that goal, whatever it is. But if you are leaving the goal just because you are afraid of failure, don't do that, please. Because if you try it hard, then you will definitely succeed in your goal. Same goes for your SEBI examination also. Okay, on that note, chaliye, goodbye to all of you. Guys, please come at 5 p.m. Again, January part 2 will be covered. And I don't think that I need to remember and make you know how important January is for your SEBI examination. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching the session. Okay, before going, let me clarify, the PDF of this session and the December sessions that I took yesterday, I will upload all the three PDFs right now on Telegram channel. I did not upload it yesterday, okay, because of some glitch that was there. But now you will get all the three PDFs of December and January. So on that note, let's say goodbye to each other. Be there at 5 p.m. because I am going to come. So it would be your loss if you won't come. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Good day. Good luck.